Okay, top of the day to ya. top of the evening to ya. All right, here it is. The Safari top that I have now finished for the most part. I've got a couple things left, but I wanted to put something together to show you what I've done here. I took the original steel full hard top and modified it to fit my needs a little bit better. I used to really like running around with no top at all, but you know, being pale complected like I am,
you're so white.
I get sunburnt all the time. And so I realized I was always having some type of top on anyway. And so I thought, what's a better way to then just modify a hard top into a Safari top? So originally I just cut the sides off. I cut it right here along the drip rail and then all the way back down the side. We'll show some close-ups of that, but that's what I did. And I originally just running it open aired all the time on the sides. And then fast forward a little bit, I realized, oh, there's a thing called winter and rain and cold and snow. And if I wanted to keep driving it, I now no longer have an enclosed top. So what was a way I could fix that and find a solution? These right here, these Safari sides. So let's talk through the process a little bit of what I did. I started with some Keter rails, K-E-D-E-R. I'll put a link in there, and basically attached those to the drip rail, sealed those up, and then made the sides, sewed them out of canvas, vinyl, buttoned up the sides, and we'll show some close-ups of that as well. So all of that to create this. So let's get into the details. Here's how you remove it. So again, what's cool with this, actually, I don't know if we need to go through this detail, but part of the reason I did it is I haven't made it this far in my thought process or design yet, but the thought is going to be that then I can actually take these, keep this folded back over like this, button these up. But so if I'm on a longer trip and I want to keep these to where I do have, you know, going through a mud hole, something, I just want to keep it a little bit cleaner on the inside, I can roll it down. Then when I'm not using it, just take it. I haven't really made up my mind how I want to do it yet, but the theory would be like this, be able to take it and just roll it up. And then I need to find a way to secure it up, but then, you know, this will just sit up and out of the way any other time that it's not in use, which is kind of nice. It also just slides out really easy. So to remove it, it's just like this. I've got the zipper back here. So this will come down, and then if I remember, yeah, there we go. Okay. So then that separates. And then, so to remove it, I can actually just slide this out like that. And I'll show you the footage of sewing that together and everything. But basically this is that rail, that flexible awning rail that we sewed to a zipper. And then up here, this just slides out like so. And so that's another way, you know, if I want to, I can just kind of fold this up, store it out of the way, and it's really nice and convenient. So there it is, it's removed. Now let's talk about how to install it and what we did. Okay, so to start, like I said, I cut right here along this drip rail, and so this is where the new rails for the top are attached, but you can see just basically cut right at the bottom of the drip rail all the way back, and then there's a seam right here on the hard top, and I kept that so that we had the support from the C-pillar, and so that's how I started. And then to make the top, the soft part attach, these are those Keter rails, and so with that, they're literally just screwed in. If you look up close, there's some screws down in here that you just screw in to the drip rail. Yeah, so we attach the rails. So these are those Keter rails. And then there's the sewable piece that's attached to the fabric on the side. And so that's the way that process works. And then those slide in, and then I'll show you how that works as well. And then to attach it on the bottom, these are the holes from the original hardtop. And I don't remember what size buttons these are, but I'll put a link in there too. And so basically I just put some plastic buttons in the holes, and to hold that, and then put the snaps into those holes. So now it's sealed up. I had no more holes to put in the body, any of that. So that's how that worked. And then I also needed a way to attach it up here. I previously had a soft top that I got rid of the actual soft top and just kept some of the additional like frame work. But this is just, you know, round steel. You could do whatever you wanted to design this, but it just fits right here in this hole, and it's kind of bent to shape, comes up and over, and it just holds right in place up here. So on this side, it's just sitting right now. On the other side, I put in a plate that holds it in place. And so that's that, and then I'll show you how it works, but the top just wraps around this and seals that up. And then I put another snap up here to kind of help enclose everything. So there we go. So to install it, you saw the slides are up here. So this piece, it'll just fit right in here. And then this slides all the way back like so. And then I have the zipper portion, which is like this. And so then that slides right in there like so. And then, so there you go. So then the zippers are on, zips up and seals. The snaps just snap down every so often. And then, so like I said, this is that bar. And so this is just gonna support, this is just gonna snap in right here. This will wrap around that bar and be held in place like so. Gets it all nice and secure, seals it up. Okay, so snap it all up just like that. It's all sealed up nice and pretty. Also, up in here, you might notice a little bit, we've got a headliner that I've installed, and I do get a decent amount of questions about that, and there are some things that's been really nice. Having that installed, just keeping some of the heat down, the noise, all those types of things, and obviously I just think it looks a little bit nicer too. So if that's another video you're interested in on how to do your own headliner in a top like this, comment below and let me know. Okay, so both of the sides are done. Right now I'm in the process of trying to figure out what to do with the back. I do have the stock glass, metal piece that went back here originally. However, it's pretty rough, pretty rusted out. I don't think I necessarily want to keep that in place right now. And so I'm gonna figure out what I need to do. Part of the problem is that rail, it is flexible, but you can see there's got the bend here. And I just don't think it's gonna make that curve easily. So I haven't really made up my mind on what I want to do. I've thought about cutting out the top part and then building the fabric piece down below it to roll it in and enclose it. But 2 out of the 3 sides, I guess that's pretty good for the most part. So there it is. If you guys have any ideas on how I could enclose this back window, that would be awesome. And again, just the whole comment below thing, make sure to do that for me. Okay, well, I hope you really enjoyed my solution to a DIY safari top, giving me the best of all worlds, enclosed in the winter, open top in the summer, keeping me in the shade, keeping me cool, all those wonderful things. I think this is a great solution. I'm hoping it's going to hold up. I really haven't gotten many miles on it yet, driving it around with the top, with the sides actually put in place. So I'll have to come back and give you guys a better updated report on the durability components of this. But for the most part right now, I think it's going to hold up really well. I'm really excited for the way this turned out. And I hope you enjoyed seeing how I did this. And we're also able to get a few ideas on how to do it yourself. Until next time.
So today's the perfect day. It's snowing, it's cold, it's wet. And it's the first time this has happened this year here in Oklahoma. So we thought, what should we do? Go out and test the new sides on the Jeep. So here they are. So far, it looks like they're gonna work great. Super simple to install. It took me only a couple seconds to get it in place. And it looks like it's gonna do a great job of keeping most of the weather out. And that's really all I'm looking for. Something to keep me dry, keep some heat in, and make this thing a little bit usable in this inclement weather. I would say overall, it's a success.